Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another beautifully polygonal day here on my procedurally generated super mega biome Minecraft server. I'm over here at the Oasis at the 400 plus mega biome makeup here because I'm here to talk to you a little bit of something. We're going to have a little episode of Just Chillin' with JC. We're calling it Just Chillin' with John Chalant. JC, that's me. And I thought I'd do that over here at the Oasis, which is kind of my favorite little spot to kind of check out, especially with the shaders turned on. Now, there's a couple things I want to talk about, and one of those is what's been going on with the Minecraft stuff lately. Well, lately I've been on a community server hosted by a friend of mine and playing and building with a couple of other friends of mine on that server, and I was enjoying it. Things were pretty cool. In fact, I had an episode all lined up, ready to come out today. Well, I say all lined up. I was about halfway through it. I had put all the decking in for the next deck and was starting to build the cannons, and that was going to be the big payoff for all the patient building up to that point. We were going to make some TNT and blow some stuff up and out in the water, maybe put a little dinghy out there or put many boats out there to blow up, and then let the world regenerate itself since explosions weren't working. But when I came back from a short vacation, I went to go visit my grandmother. She was celebrating her 90th birthday. It was awesome. Everybody showed up, all of her sisters. She has like 14 of them. I'm not sure how many she has really, but she has a lot, right? All of her sisters and brothers showed up, and their husbands and wives, etc., and their kids. So it was like this big thing. So it was really fun. We had a great time, and I was there with my sister and my brother, and my niece and nephew were there. Hi, Aiden and Emily, if you're out there watching. Hello, it's this is me. Hi guys. Hi. Thanks for watching. But yeah, we had a really good time, I think. And when I came back, I was all set to do the second part, like I said. But when I got back, I logged into the server, and it was like two people that I'd never heard of before. And it was a whole other world. I didn't know what was going on. No idea. None whatsoever. So they're like, who's this? I'm like, who's this? Who's that? Who are you? Who are you? And why aren't I on my ship? So I need to get in touch with my server admin guy, who has been incognito, but I will catch up to him sooner or later. And, this kind of goes over the pros and cons that I was thinking about with the community server in the first place. It's fun to build with other people, but I got to make sure that if I'm going to build with other people that maybe I should be the one who gets a server up and running. I did that with the Realm. I tried out the Realms when they first launched to see how those worked, and they worked pretty cool. I thought they were pretty cool, but maybe it's time for me to go ahead and get a server and let you guys who've been asking me to play with me, just go ahead and let you come on and play. And if anybody does anything outrageous or outlandish, we'll put in mods or banning offenses and things like that. But, I doubt that'll be necessary. But, that's one of the cons. The cons is you don't have control over when you can get onto your server at any given time. So that's kind of problematic. So maybe I'll adjust that. I've talked to Alex via a mutual friend of ours. He knows I'm trying to get a hold of him. He's already discussed the possibility of at least get me a world download, so I could resume where I was and finish up that one project, because I do want to finish it. I'm getting kind of tired of getting projects to the almost finished part and then not finishing them. But let me see. The bamboo farm was a nice one. In fact, let me go back to my other world too, because we can talk a little bit more about what we're thinking. First things first, here on the the modified terrain worlds, and I know there's another young man out there that wants me to check out his stuff as well. I'm thinking that I might actually make this a once a week thing, because the exploration of a modified world is kind of cool, but at the same time it can get kind of samey in the modified sense. And if that makes any sense, like this oasis looks beautiful. It's great. I love it. But if there was like 30 oases all next to each other, it might not stand out so well. But who knows? Another thing is I want to, it's fun exploring. There's plenty of materials. You don't have to go mining and digging, so you can stay up on above ground. But my plan for this world, for example, was to build trails, go check out the trails, and keep following them out. And some of them are leading to interesting places, and some of them not so much. So maybe what I might do is maybe not do it like that. Maybe go into a creative mode with these worlds, with the modified terrain worlds, so we can kind of do like a highlight, a showcase once a week of a bit of terrain I found, and maybe put a build on top of it, like a structure or a building, and maybe go from there. That might be what we do. If that's something you'd like to see, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and leave a comment and say, yeah, I want to see more modified terrain Minecraft. I sure would appreciate it. Otherwise, there's also my old Let's Play, which was a little something like this. Yes, here it is in all its vibrant vanilla colors. There's something about vanilla that, and all of its pastel-y colors and all of the stuff that you have with it that kind of, it's enjoyable for me. And there's something about being on the cutting edge. Now, I've loaded this up in the most recent snapshot, I believe, is 1.12. So, like, all the interesting things are happening. Like, there's the crafting book and all that stuff, and I kind of want to get into that. That might be kind of fun. There's also, like, you can see all of my builds are here. Wow, with this new rig, you can render it out a long ways. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it like this. And oh, wow, you can see my, oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Let me turn this down. We'll start over here. Okay, so you can see over there, I got the mob drop over there, and you see I have my iron farm here, and this one has, like, flaming divers, cliff divers that dive in there. Some things need to come down, some scaffolding. Over there, you can see there's a guardian, a temple that can turn into a guardian farm quite easily. One of my original tree farms. Now, I was thinking maybe if I don't get back into that server, if the server isn't back up and running on the community server, and I don't get access to it or exchange access to it, then I hope at the very least I can get a world copy, and then maybe use MC Edit or something to bring the ship in and put it here in the water somewhere. I think because this was a survival world and that's a survival world, and all of the materials I would have here, there's some extra stuff. It'd be a lot easier to make dispensers, for example. But, all of that stuff would be kind of okay, acceptable to me. And then maybe go and make this my large project vanilla building structure. But I really did like the community stuff. I liked being able to see what my buddies were building and, how big their projects were and how they were coming along. They didn't have to be big, but the ones that I like Kelvin and Cornix did that Andesite Village. I thought that was awesome, or Diorite Village, excuse me. I thought that thing looked pretty good. Oh man, you can see way off there. You can see my cactus farm, and you can see the bamboo farm. Oh man, and you can actually see the Phantom Toll booth down at the very end here. Wow. So yeah, you tell me, what do you think I should do? And also, by the way, I am in the process of buying a house, so I'll be moving into my house here in about 2 weeks. So maybe, guys, I hate to say it, maybe I cut back the Minecraft to once a week, because they are the more time-consuming normally of the videos, unless I'm on a really good roll, which I was on that ship I was building. In fact, I'd still be on a roll doing it if I was still doing it. And I was able to get a couple episodes ahead so I could go on quote unquote vacation. When you go to visit family, you know how it is. It was my grandmother's 90th, so I got to go see her, and I got to go see all of my other relatives. So I was driving every day or flying every day or doing something to go see somebody. So you know what that's like. And then you come back and you're like, all right, now I gotta rest up a little bit from my vacation. But, I was able to get ahead is the moral of that story, and when I'm enjoying myself, it is a little bit easier to get ahead. I say enjoying myself, and that is to say, the build is progressing smoothly, and I'm not getting into a rut like, does this look good, does that look good, and how am I going to do this, and how am I going to do that? But that's where we're at, actually. I'm thinking, well, first off, when I get into the new house, there is going to be an adjustment to the schedule in general, because I will also include a streaming schedule at least once a week, and hopefully that'll get me to 5 uploads a week. I think that'll be pretty cool. This is my bamboo farm, for those of you who weren't here when I built it originally. Bam! Check it out. Also, oh wow, you can see it in work, in progress. Underneath here is a bunch of hoppers. Hold on, let me and they all kind of flow in to something down here. So if these are things you'd like to see, leave a comment below. I'm trying to figure out where the audience might like to go, because those are the two things I'd like to do. I do like, the Optifine and shaders on the enhanced biomes. I like the shaders on touring. Like this was pretty cool with shaders on, but shaders look really good with water, and the water effects I really get into. Okay, so if you haven't seen this, what happens is they come in, and then they go up an item elevator to the top of that pond, and then they flow out of the pond, or out of the fountain, excuse me, boop, down into a hopper chain over here that's underground that leads up into the panda's mouth. Oh, let me do it before the sun goes down. Right? And then from the panda's mouth, it pops out of his mouth and then it goes down here and it splits through the bamboo, and then it goes into another sorting system. And I say a sorting system, it's really just a chain of hoppers that go into those chests. So yeah, this was kind of a fun build too. If you want to see that build log, you can go check it out. You know, I thought it was pretty cool. It was fun for me. But yeah, that's what this episode's about. This was all about getting you caught up on where I've been and what I'm up to and what I'm thinking about doing with the Minecraft series. And if you're interested in playing with me on a community server, leave a comment below. I'd like to hear from you. There are some of you out there, I know you play Minecraft and I know you watch my channel. And thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I know some of you listened to the last 2 minutes in super slow motion, so that is funny. Rich C. I read that comment. That was pretty funny. All right, but that's on Overwatch, and you're probably not watching this. But for my friends who are watching it, that's where we sit, and that's what I want to know. What do you want to do going forward? What would you like to see me do going forward? Those are my thoughts, and I'd love to hear yours. However, for right now, that's about all the time I've got, because as I said, I had plans, and now I don't know what I'm going to do, and I have to get you something, so I figured an explanation would be the best thing. If you've enjoyed this explanation, if you know, you're like, hey JC, you're doing hard work, you're doing your best to make sure that we're all having fun here and we're all learning and growing together, then by all means give me a thumbs up. And if you really enjoyed it, then by all means please do consider subscribing for more content similar to this, but not quite this, because how often are we going to have a chit chat, right? Hey, man, as often as you'd like. Come check me out on the live streams. All right, until next time, however, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye.